Least expected, actor selected. Fall in 1998, Denzel Washington as Detective John Hobbs. I didn't believe it when I heard that Denzel was being cast back in '98 in this movie, a horror movie at that. It really is. It's a demonic movie. It has a lot of underlines here, but Denzel takes on this role as a detective that goes through it and fights the demon head on. So it's a lot of horror elements here. I didn't think Mr. Denzel would take this role or do so good like he did. What a role for Washington. It is a selected that is least expected. Signs 2002, Joaquin Phoenix, Meryl Hess. So surprised to see Joaquin in a M. Night Shyamalan film. He's been in them before, what have you, but in this role specifically, it was just so out there to see him in this role. So I was really surprised to see him in this movie Signs as Meryl, and to me, it was a little off the role for him because he's such a big star in this small supporting role besides Mel Gibson, so it kind of dwarfs him a little bit, which I kind of like that he would take a role that would do that, take a back seat, and he pulls it off so well. So good having friggin' Joaquin Phoenix in your movie as a supporting cast member at that. Wow, least expected, it was an actor, good selected. Unhinged 2020, Russell Crowe. So surprised to see Mr. Crowe here as Tom Cooper. Unhinged. He's a murderer, he's a psychopath, he loses his shit, he snaps, he's unhinged on the road. He runs into some poor lady here that he wants to terrorize and torment. It's just such a role I didn't expect to see him in. Everyone was surprised to see him. He had to gain some weight for the role as well to be in this film and become this character, and it's just so surprised, least expected to see him actor selected for this role. Does he pull it off? Well, that's a whole other story. It makes me a little unhinged to talk about. American History X 1998, Edward Norton as Derek Vineyard. How can you not mention this? This is such a surprise in '98 to hear that Norton is doing this kind of role, a hateful role, a role you wouldn't expect from him as an actor, but he pulls it off so well. He makes it believable. He makes the movie, Mr. Norton, as Derek. Derek does a lot of bad things. Derek's got a lot of hate in his heart. By the end of this film, though, it's least expected that this actor is selected because he just makes you feel the pain. He makes you feel the violence. Ooh, Edward Norton. Terminator Salvation 2009, Christian Bale as John Connor. You got to go all the way with Mr. Bale here in 2009. What a surprise to see him. Least expected Mr. Bale to take on a Terminator role at that, the lead role, John Connor, in the future. Such a surprise at that actor selected. Great selection to have Bale in your film. There's a lot of shit that came with this film, of course, behind the scenes, you want to call it that, for Mr. Bale, but he does this so well as John Connor. Least expected actor selected. Yay. Knock 2015, Keanu Reeves here as Evan Weber. How could you not, so surprised to see Keanu Reeves in a suspenseful, if you want to call it that, this to me it's low budget B-movie stuff for Keanu Reeves to be in this film alongside these women. It's just like terrible acting, a terrible story, terrible filming, but he's in it. It's a least expected actor selected. You do have Keanu Reeves in your film. It's least expected to be trash, but it definitely is 100%, and that's where the movie lets you down, and it's a least expected actor selected. You gotta go with Reeves, but not in this one. Least expected actor selected.